This is Will, K-Mac Vintage. How are y'all today? It is a Friday evening. It's already 6:12 p.m. here in Cayman Islands, and I haven't done a video in a couple days, but I have been doing a lot of work. I have been working on my two 6100 boards, and they're both kicking my backside. One of them had that major trace damage, and I fixed the trace damage as best as I could. It was on two memory chips that were also trashed. Legs were corroded and gone. So I fixed the pads and the traces and everything as best as I could. I put on two other chips from another board, but I think the chips are not compatible. I think their speeds are a bit different. But anyway, because I try to boot up the board, I get a chime, and then a couple seconds later, I get the actually crash sound. So something wrong with the memory still. But I tone it out, I check it, it all tones out correctly. It goes back to the chips, it goes back to where it should. There is no shorts, there's no nothing anywhere. So I'm leading to where it is just the two chips that I'm using are not compatible with the others that are on the board. Um, so I'll have to see about that. Then the other one that was not working at all, that one's CPU. It just, I think some people took it off before I got that board. Took off the CPU or did something because it just didn't seem to be soldered on good. I mean, crappy solder, very mushy, a lot of legs not even making contact. I could just push them out of the way and so forth, and it shouldn't be doing that. So today I went and I took off the CPU and um, for me to clean it good and put it back. And somehow I think I used a little bit too much heat, and one of the legs broke off. The chip fractured at the corner, and a leg came off. So I can't even use that chip anymore. I was putting it back on the board. I got all the corners aligned and tacked down to where I could drag solder it for me to put it back on. And when I got to the last point where I had to solder, I come and find that the leg is broken and missing, not even there. So anyway, so really not too happy with the 6100s that are going there. Um, I finished that SE30 Reloaded. That is completed with the memory problem and everything. I really haven't done much else because I am waiting on my cargo to arrive from actually Florida, which will give me a lot of work to actually do. So in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I have 7 BlueSCSIs I need to build. So guess what session this is going to be? Okay. Um, so I'm going to build those 7 BlueSCSIs. I have one here now that I started, but I didn't finish it last time. So um, I'm going to go ahead and work on that. Um, Let me turn on my microscope. I have it here. Let's go to the scope view. Here we go. Okay. Oh wow. Nice. So I already got the 2 diodes on, and I got the 2 resistors down here on. Um, guess that blue together with my blue matte, it really blend in. Anyway, so what I gotta do now is I gotta put in these headers. Um, 2 go there, another one goes here. And I have, oh, well, no, I don't want to put them on first. I like to do the actually resistor packs first. Um, I can probably zoom this out a little bit so it's not so. Okay, this is fairly easy to solder actually through hole stuff. So this is the 33 pin 1 is here. It's gonna go there. And this is one of the 22s, pin 1. Okay. So I just normally turn it upside down, then I bring it here into view, and let's just start soldering. Um, so I'm gonna do one here. This won't take too long, and then I'm gonna pause the video recording for a little bit and run out, get some things I need to from the store, come back, and I'll do some more. Um, so let's just line that one up. Okay, now we can line this one up. Take a look out, see they are. Yeah, they're good. So we will just, because I really don't, really not too many people have been streaming and that. So um, I just don't think I have a big enough client base yet to do too many live streams. Okay, so those are on there. We do the other 33s now. A 33, a 22. See, I did the resistor packs before I did the headers because the headers are higher, and then I won't be able to rest this on the mat the way I am now for me to solder it. So did y'all read that the Powerball is up to $1 billion again? So, what would I do with $1 billion? So, really wouldn't change too much of my life. I mean, I live a very simple life, and I like it that way, you know? I don't need things more complicated than they are. So now I'm putting in these two headers here. Okay, so I forgot. Normally I do it like I use some of my tools to help me. So I put that in between them to hold it, and then I can flip it over. Then I can pull that out, and see my two headers are right there. So they're gonna solder one, center it. Let me solder the other one too, because I can always remelt it. You can always remelt solder. Alright, let's see how they look. Straight that way. Straight that way. Yep. So let's go ahead and put down the other two pieces of solder on it. Right there. And right there. Okay, we're good with that one. Let's get these other two on here. Now earlier I already soldered the SIM card, the memory card reader, and the other items on it. So that's at least on this one. Um, so But the other ones I have to do, I have to solder everything still. They are brand new. I got them from Joe's Computer Museum, jcm-1.com. Go to him and buy more if you need. BlueSCSIs and a lot of other items that he makes, designs, makes, supports. Um, oh geez, I forgot these go the other way, and I went and soldered. Ay, ay, ay. But good thing is, I soldered it straight. So Joe's Computer Museum, he's been great in supporting me with my BlueSCSIs that I've been needing. I just got some from Eric himself also, but Eric didn't have the blue pills, so I bought those separate. I needed to space that out a little bit. It wasn't on good, so remelting it and putting it back. So that's in. That's in. That's in. Let's do this power header, although I rarely use it. Okay, that's in good. We can put the jumpers onto these two. Because the other two is for the power and the activity LED. That's what these two resistors down here will manage to power those LEDs. So now we are ready to put the blue pill on it. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, it goes on this way. So I already pre-soldered the actually header on earlier, so I need to get a bit better of a focus here. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna solder the four corners. Okay, that one held. So now with that one holding, this one should hold too already. Yep. Let's go get this corner. And we'll melt it and push just in case. And we should be able to get this one. There we go. Okay, so now let me try to get better focus for y'all and me. I don't know, my eyes have been playing tricks on me. So yeah, so I bought some more BlueSCSIs directly from Eric because he was selling them for a good price. He had them overstock he was trying to get rid of. So I got them from him. I got 5 internals, 5 external. And then I went and bought my own blue pills. Everything is already in Florida. It's coming down with my cargo, which has not shipped yet because I'm waiting on one more item to arrive that should arrive tomorrow. So if I get my friend to pick up the cargo on Monday from the house, put it on a pallet, wrap it, and then deliver it to the shipping line. It could leave Florida on Thursday, no, on Friday. That ship would be here Sunday next week. And then probably by Wednesday next week. I'm talking not the week coming, but the week after. I could have it. Oh, there's one more thing we gotta solder on this. I forgot. The SE header, the main connector. I should have done that before I did all these other all these other higher items. I forgot, you see. But that's all right. Let's get to it. We can do one corner here. Get that down. Then I'll get the one above it, and then I'll reheat it and I'll bend it back. There we go. That's straight. See, I can see that good, but y'all can't. Okay, there we go. So now I've been approached by some sponsors to help me out, but I'm not sure yet what to do. Um, One sponsor would give me their services of at no charge to a certain amount per month, but I don't use those items too much. So not sure what we're gonna do there. Really, I don't want to be. I don't know. Some people don't like sponsors, some do. So I'm still debating it and discussing it with a few others. To get their view and on things and so forth. So, ooh, don't melt that. Okay, so this BlueSCSI is put together. Let's give it a little bit of cleaning here. A little bit of toothbrush, brushing its teeth. Okay, nicely done. There we go. I got two memory cards here. What do I got? Two. Verbatim. Oh, I think one is for the other one that's sitting up there. And we have a tray. But this is the older tray. Where is the newer one? Give me 1 second here. Let me see if I have that setting up here. No, so I don't have the new tray for this one. Boy. Oh no, I do have it. It's over here. Aha, there it is. This is the better one because it sits this face here. This piece here is flat and it sits in there better. There we go. Where's my screwdriver? There it is. Let's put in these two screws. Okay, there we go. This one is done, guys. Let's go this view. Done. The BlueSCSI's put together. So we have this one done. Okay. And like when I say I have more to build, there's 6 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. And the other bags of goodies that Joe sent me. So all the items I need to build them. So we will continue to build them. Really, I don't have much else to do. So I'll be back. I'm just gonna pause the video for y'all. It will be instant for me. It could be a little bit because I need to run now to the store and get some things. So when I come back, we will continue building some more BlueSCSIs. Okay. All right, folks. I've come back. I know for y'all it was instant, but for me it was a couple hours. I had to get some other things taken care of. Anyway, I'm sitting here. Let me show you the mess. Um, yeah. So sitting here, sorting out the parts for the BlueSCSIs, because they all come in one group, which is fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The blue pill headers. The Okay, so those are out. Let's get the sim. I don't know why I keep on saying sim. I don't know why I got phone on my head, in my mind. Anyway, um, sorting out the pieces. Yeah, so resistor packs, headers, and all sorts of different things. So with this, it'll make the assembly a lot easier and quicker to do. I'm gonna use my headset for a minute so I can see which ones these are. 3, 3. 3, 3. These are the resistor packs, so there are 2 different resistor packs used, 2, 2, and 3, 3. So I'll sort them out now. And let's see how many of these BlueSCSIs we can put together tonight, right? I mean, why not, right? It's a Friday night. I'm not a partier. I don't go out and drink like crazy. Plus, it's too expensive. You feel like crap the next day. And the risk on your life is not worth it for me. So, if I want to drink, I'll stay at home and do that. But even that, I don't do because being diabetic, I have to be careful. So now, even though I'm sorting them, I will still verify when I go to put them in. See, like I just put that in the wrong pile. That should go over here. Over here. So I think most of these now are going to be 2-2. So I'm disappointed that with those 6100s, I'm not able to fix them yet. But you know what? The day will come. Thing is, it's so hard without schematics to do this work. If we had schematics, it would be a whole different story. And you know, it's funny too, it wasn't until February last year that I started reading schematics and understanding them. Yes, I've only been doing this from February last year is when I started. You know, I was like, you know what? I'm retired. I need something to do, and I got into the retro collection and repair stuff. Okay, so we're here to see how these are sorted out. Okay, down here are the diodes, the resistors, the jumpers. Um, these are the power connectors if they're needed. The memory card, the blue pill. Um, the headers for the blue pill, the headers for the jumpers for the termination on the board, and for the power and activity light. Resistor pack 33, resistor pack 22, and the board themselves. And back here I have the edge connect. I have the cable connector. I do have the brackets also, and I put some screws up this way. There they are. And of course, the BlueSCSI inside stickers and the JCM for Joe's Computer Museum, jcm-1.com. Great place to buy your products. Joe has helped me tremendously with a lot of items that I need. He's always had them in stock for me, so thank you, Joe. Appreciate it. I don't know why I got that extra memory card. So, anyway, what we're going to start off with is I do have these are the memory card slots. And some people say those are a bit difficult to put on, but really I don't find them that difficult. As long as you have a good clean soldering iron, concave tip, and I work with it that way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch to the scope view, and we are gonna assemble, we're gonna put one of these on here. So it goes right here. Now I need to zoom in on it, folks. Sorry, I need to see it better because the points are real small. And you can see it too, pretty good. There you are. Okay. So what we need to do is on these pads here, that's the data pads. That's a ground, 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 ground. Well, really ground. These, I don't know if it connects on the other side or inside. No, this is just a two-layer board. So those are just some connection points, okay? Really. So we're gonna put down some flux. That's the main ground there. Okay, so these are just connection points. These are just to hold the socket. Okay, let's just say it that way. And then these are the connection points. So we're gonna put down some flux. Do. Okay. Then we're gonna come with the socket. Okay. And when you look at the socket, you can see the connection points, and you try to get it within the outline of the box. Okay, so I'm pretty good lined up there. See? Uh, yeah, that looks good to me. See, the pins are good on the pads. It looks straight enough to me. So I already have my soldering iron on, and I'm gonna get some solder. I'm gonna clean my tip, and now I'm gonna put some solder on my tip. Okay, I'm trying to get the pins into good view because those are the first things that I'm gonna solder down. Okay, so now I'm gonna just basically tap it there, and the solder will move. Yes, it moved a little bit, but that's fine. I can adjust it. Okay, so the points are on good. I'm gonna get some more solder. I'm gonna tackle this ground first. All I'm gonna do is just put a little bit of solder there. Okay. And let's go get these two grounds back here. I'm gonna get a little bit more solder. Oh, I'm sorry if you couldn't see that. Um, okay. Now, I still got solder on my tip, so that's enough for there. A little bit more solder, and we go and put it on this side. And you see, it will flow on its own. As long as you got the flux there, it will flow. Okay. Now, I like to check continuity because usually if the ground is bad or the ground did something not right, there's one pin that will ground out. Okay, so okay, and I don't have that problem. I think it's this one here. I think it's this pin here that sometimes it will ground out. Okay, so we're good. I'm gonna take a memory card and I just want to slide it in there, see how it is. Okay, good. Okay, it goes in good. There we are with the card in there. Okay, so that's on there. Since I have it here now, I'm gonna go ahead and put on the two diodes and the two resistors from now, and then I'll move on to a new board. Now resistors don't have a polarity, so you can really put those in any way you want. But when we look at the resistor, I try to keep the colors going the same. So okay, and you see down here R1 and R2. That's where the two resistors go. Okay, so I'm gonna bend the legs. Okay. And how did I put that in? I put that in with the two red colors to my left. So I'm gonna put this one in the same way. They're both the same. Yeah. So I bend it, and it's gonna go in right there, R2. Put that in. There we go. So let's go solder that. There we got 4 points to actually solder. That's it for the resistors. Okay, now I'm gonna solder one leg. I'm on float. There we go. Then I'm gonna solder the other one. Okay, then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna melt, because I like to have these straight up. Okay, there we go. Next one. Okay, we're there. And let's go ahead and cut them. Okay, those are cut. Now we have two actually diodes. Two diodes has, one side has a line on it. You can see the line on it. Okay. And on the board, we see here where it says D4 and D5, and you see that line, you got to match them up. Line actually with line. So I'm going to bend these. And the first one goes in. Did I put it in right? Yeah. Okay. Next one also. I go ahead and bend it right at the edge of the diode itself. Okay, and line up the line, push it in, and there we go. I'm not gonna bend these too much because I'm already pushing down on them. So there they are, and we're gonna solder those. Let's get some heat on it so that it'll flow easier. Boom, there it goes. Some heat, flows, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and finish this one completely. That way you can see one completely done. I like to keep these cut legs of the diodes, especially because they're a bit harder metal, and they're very good to use to push through vias and so forth. Okay, so there we are with that. What's next? We need to put on some resistor packs. Okay, so we have two. I need a 22 and a 33 right now, so let's go ahead and bring them. This one is a 22. You see it says 221 on it. Okay, and this dot here, this dot that you see, that's pin 1. On the card, this one here that's in this own box by itself and square, that's pin 1. So this is 220 ohms. So this is 220 ohms. This is it here. So this one goes there. The next pack, if we look at it, it will say 33 on it. There we are. And the same thing, it goes there, right? Okay. So I put that down. Let's bring that into your view. All right, I need to focus this because the board is a bit higher now. All right, so what I'm gonna solder is just one pin. And I'm going to keep it hot and as liquid, and then I'm going to straighten it up where the pins are nice and straight. And I'm also pushing down so that it's pushed down. Let it cool off. Okay. Let's solder the next one. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to try to center it. There we go. All right, so now those are in. Now I can solder the rest of the pins. Okay, so here we go. So I saw that Javier is gonna do a live broadcast tonight at 10:09. I'm not sure what it's about. It just says Javier's meeting room. I'm looking forward to seeing that. So I will wrap up before that. Okay. Next two packs. Again, 22 goes on the upper side. Is a 22, and okay, there's the 22, the 33. We'll flip over. All right, same thing. We're gonna secure one pin. You all see that? And I'm gonna center it. So I'm gonna move it and okay. Next. Okay. Now I can solder all the rest. If you notice, I like to solder from left to right like this. Because if you see, if I come and do it this way, then my iron is gonna touch that one point again. It really doesn't take too much solder. Just have to be sure that you get all the pins. And there we are. We look nice and pretty. Eh? Nicely done. Let's check the writing. 22133. 22133. All face it the same way, so we're in the right pins. Okay. Next big thing to put in. Let's do the connector. Something that a pin that's not going in. There we go. Okay, now the connector too. I have it braced on something, but I'm still gonna solder one and then try to see how it looks. Looks good. We'll get the other side over here. Push it down a bit too much. There we go. Okay, so we're in good. Now I can solder all the rest of the points. So if we look at this here, we're gonna start here, left to right. Top row. My iron temperature dropped a bit. See, you want to see that solder do that pop. My iron is getting hotter now, so it's a bit better. Okay. I'm going to do the next row. Let's touch up that one. And almost done here. There we are. Okay. So the connector's on. Got them all. Diodes are on. Resistors are on. Resistor packs are on. And the SD card reader is on. All right, so what next? We got those two headers. And I have some spare headers from previous ones that are already cut, so I'm going to use those first. So let me zoom out here now. You can see what I'm going to do. I have to put headers in these locations here, right here. This is for the termination, and then these two are for the, one is for the power and one is for the activity. Power is the one closest to the ring there. Okay, so they come in a strip of 4, so you have to cut them in half. Okay, so I cut that already. I put something on there just to hold it so I can flip it over. Then I can pull it out. Okay, so now I'm gonna zoom back in, you know, so I can see better. Okay, so now I need to center these and then solder them in. All right, let's see how those look. Nice and straight. Yep, so let's solder the other two. Come on, pop on. Pop on there. There we go. Pretty, pretty, all nice little pyramids. Okay, clean my soldering iron. Next two headers are gonna go here and here. I can eye it pretty well from the backside if the pin header is centered and level. So that's why you see me moving it around and so forth. And these go this way. Oh shoot. I moved that one way too quick out. See, that's what happens sometimes. I'm going too fast. So let's heat up that that hole and push it through. Oh, come on. I could suck the hole empty, but yeah, I'm gonna wick it out. Where are you? Okay. You see how things happen sometimes? There we are. It's my CPU utilization so high, 60%. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, we're nice and straight. We're good. Now I'm adjusting them a little bit by just melting that one. Okay. We now go and solder the rest. There we are. Okay, so really on here, all that's left I need to put on is this power header. We put that on, and now we're gonna go and solder it. Okay, that's on good. So here we are. We have a power header on there too. So the only thing left is the blue pill. So we will now take the blue pill and two headers, and because this is an internal one, I like to put the long part of the header up. The other thing I like to do is I like to solder it with it in the board, because then I know that the bottom, the pins are in straight. See? I just stick it in. Okay, so it is just stuck in there. I'm not gonna solder the bottom yet. All I'm gonna solder right now are the tops. It's the top, because now I know it is nice and straight. So I can easily come here now and I start solder this on. May seem like a lot, but it's all right. It is what it is. Bit too much solder on my tip there. So I want a nice little pyramid around the pin and cover up the bottom hole markings, or solder via, whatever. Well, that's not really a via though, that's a through hole. Nice pillows forming. One more. Okay, and it's already in the board the way it should be, so I'm just gonna flip it over. And right now I'm just gonna solder the corners. Make sure that's in good, yep. And I'll warm it up, melt it again, and push down. See, there, it just clicked in better. So now with those there, the other side, because it's so small, should already be pretty straight. Now I solder that one. Solder that side. Yeah, it's in good. But just in case, I will reheat them and push down on it. Yeah, it didn't move any. Okay. So now let's go solder this. Let me give you a better focus. You can see better. Yeah. Okay. We just do the same thing. Little pillows down here. So BlueSCSI can be bought from various different suppliers. Um, the creator has a pretty good control over it because he wants to be sure that proper equipment gets out, the quality is good. So for those that are manufactured, he has just certain people that manufacture them or that assemble them for you. There are other devices other than BlueSCSI. There's actually ZuluSCSI and there's SCSI to SD, I think it is, or SD to SCSI. I don't remember which one it is. I have not used either one of those other devices. I've only used BlueSCSI. Um, I like the simplicity of the BlueSCSI. Okay, we're done. One BlueSCSI assembled. Anything I need now, and I'll put the two red ones on this one, or the two jumpers. So two jumpers need to go right here. There they are. It looks like he spaced them out a bit more. That's good because you can grab them better. So anyway, this one is done. The one thing I want to do is give it a little cleaning. So I'm gonna switch over to my other camera. Let's move this over down some. We can zoom in. Okay, so a little toothbrush cleaning with some IPA. Just spray some IPA on it and just clean all that up. I'm gonna put some around this also, this SCSI, the SD card reader, because I did use flux there. And then I should okay, so that one is basically done. Then we grab one of Joe's brackets. Okay, the bracket has a notch back here. That's for the SD card. Up here is a bit lowered for the connector. And it slides right in. And Joe even provides you with some screws. These are different screws than what he sent me last time. These seem better. Well, the heads are a bit bigger. Don't over tighten it, because remember, you're screwing this into plastic. And this is 3D printed plastic, so it could easily strip and break. And there we are. We have a complete BlueSCSI assembled in no time. Easy peasy. I haven't tested it, so don't know, but at least it's made. So now, because I sprayed alcohol in there, I want to dry that out, because I'm going to stick the card in there. And that's BlueSCSI number 2 done. And I am able to end this video because now I can end it at 9:48 and to be able to watch Javier's broadcast. So I'm looking forward to actually that. So anyway, folks, I hope this was a little bit of a help to show you all how simple and easy it is to assemble a BlueSCSI internal kit. The external is just as easy. So don't be afraid of actually assembling them. The SD card socket is also very easy to put on. It's not that difficult. There are various resellers, but I have been buying mine mainly from actually Joe at jcm-1.com. There's no affiliation, there's no support. He's just another co co actually collector, repairer, restorer. So we support each other. And yeah, if you need any BlueSCSIs, you can contact him or contact one of the other sellers. You can find it online. Or if you want to build your own, you can order your own board, your own parts, and source everything yourself and build it yourself. But and then get the firmware and that off of the GitHub and do it. But do anyway. Well, folks, thank you. If you all enjoyed this video, please do a thumbs up for me, and we'll see you all on the next one. All right, bye bye, everyone.